Well, welcome viewers, Dr. J.W. Ayoub, theologist on the Count Straight YouTube channel. I also run Pro Bricky on Facebook, Pro Theologist on Facebook, and Pro Theologist on YouTube. I've been talking on the subject of becoming a man in a feminized culture. This is a massive subject at the moment. Where masculinity is being eroded in our societies. This is episode 12. A man without self-control becomes easy to control. A man without self-control becomes easy to control. If you cannot govern yourself, someone else will eventually govern you. A man who lacks self-control becomes ruled by appetite, anger, lust, fear, fatigue, approval, and impulse. Self-control is not repressive. It is internal government. Without self-control, a man becomes predictable, exploitable, and easy to lead away from his purpose. Teaching point number 1, viewers. Appetite becomes a master when self-control is absent. When a man cannot say no to his own appetites, his body begins dictating his life. Food, sex, comfort, entertainment, spending, anger, sleep, distraction become ruling forces. He may call it freedom, but it is slavery wearing casual clothes. Craves will crave immediate relief. This man justifies repeated compromise. This man confuses desire with permission. This man loses discipline under pressure. This man becomes easier to manipulate through pressure. Teaching point number 2, viewers. Emotional reactivity makes a man predictable. A reactive man is easy to read and easy to move. If people know what triggers his anger, pride, lust, insecurity, or fear, they can control his decisions by pressing the right buttons. Self-control creates a pause between pressure and response, and that pause is where authority is recovered. The undisciplined man reacts before thinking. He speaks from injury instead of judgment. He gives enemies access through fear. He allows shame to dictate behavior, and he loses authority through emotional exposure. Teaching point number 3, viewers. Self-control restores masculine government. Self-control brings the man back under command. He's no longer dragging by every feeling, temptation, accusation, or appetite. He can pause, assess, choose, and act according to principle. And that is not weakness, that is rule. The strongest man is not the loudest man, but the man who can govern himself under pressure. He delays gratification. The man who can govern himself regulates speech and tone. The man who can govern himself chooses discipline over impulse. The man who can govern himself protects his body and household. And the man who can govern himself becomes harder to control externally. So here's a practical example and an application, viewers. A man gets criticized and instantly wants to defend himself, attack back, or prove dominance. His old pattern is reaction first, regret later. His new standard is controlled. He pauses, breathes, slows his voice, and asks one clarifying question. And he will respond only after he regains command. He does not let another person's pressure dictate his conduct. That's the man with self-control. Now let's reflect for a minute. Where am I currently easiest to control? Because I lack self-control. Is your mindset, that's just how I am? Is your mindset, I deserve some relief? Is a lack of self-control working through, I can't stop whenever I can stop. I can stop whenever I want, but you don't. And here's why. You have habitual surrender. The uncontrolled, self-controlled man, the out-of-control man, has habitual surrender to appetite, a fear of discomfort, that's of change, and a lack of internal government, the ability to change. So let's take some immediate action. Choose one appetite, reaction, or impulse that has been governing you. For the next 24 hours, interrupt it deliberately and replace it with one controlled action. Here's a proverb. Better is the man who rules his own spirit than the man who wins applause while being conquered within. For the upgraded soul is taken by small desires, for the unguarded soul is taken by small desires before it is defeated by great enemies. Here's the closing statement. A man without self-control is already under someone else's influence. If you keep obeying every appetite and reaction, your life will become easy to predict, easy to provoke, and easy to control. If you recover self-government, your strength returns through order, restraint, and command. Boys are ruled by impulse, but men are ruled by self-control. I'm Dr. J.W. Ayoub. Thanks for coming into this series on becoming a man in a feminized culture. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and encourage me to continue with these talks. See you in the next episode, and bye for now.